Wonderful people. Thank you. Bless you. We celebrate you today because we're so grateful for you to come to be with us today. Your presence is well appreciated. Yes, yes, yes. And we are so grateful. And today we're always bringing something to you, maybe of concern. Yes. And all the messages are mostly concerned about a relationship, depression, stress, addictions, that kind of stuff. And it's enough to go around because I'm telling you, every time you turn around, it's always something new. It's always something going on. Like, when are we going to have some peace? When are we going to have some quietness? When are we going to have value? And we have value, but how can we get to that value? How can we, like, say, enough is enough? Enough. I just want to relax. I just want to take it easy. But sorry to say, this road, this journey, is not an easy journey. And we continue to travel this road day by day by day. And every day, every time we turn around, it's always something coming about. How to say, expect the unexpected. And the unexpected is something that we really don't want to feel. We don't want to know about it, but we have to know about it because we have to have that awareness of what's going on around us. And like we did a message once before about in our depression about the truth. Do you care about the truth? And then like those in the spiritual arena, the religious field, however you want to call it, is that they've been fed so much garbage. They've been fed so many lies and deceitfulness that when you come up with the truth, and they say, well, the truth is what's in the Bible. The truth is this and the truth is that. And the truth explains itself. The truth proves itself. And like, okay, but are you going to do it? Are you doing do it? That's why we're always talking about how people go to those meetings, go to those seminars, go to all of those different venues and master classes and stuff, pay all of that money, all of that money for the education, for the information, and then bring it home, put it on the shelf, and not walk in it. And today is no different than any other day because there's so much happening today. And one of the things that we want to bring your attention to is that looking around in this world, looking around in the situation, we see that human trafficking, our children are being abducted for body parts. People that can't afford, they have insurance. Insurance is like, well, we can't afford to do all this, that, and the other, and we need parts. I'm telling you, we haven't been taking care of ourselves in the last maybe 60 years. And those people who are now 70 years old, 60 years old, 50 years old, falling apart, and they need heart, lungs, spleen, corneas. I mean, like what? And the evil that's in this world today is taking the parts from children, killing children just for the sake of parts. And people are paying for these parts and they don't care. They don't have no concern because they just want their life. They want to because they didn't take care of themselves in the past. And then you have all this other stuff about the sexual trafficking. Human trafficking is getting to be out of control. People are being molested, raped, uh, kidnapped, left, right, and in between. Women, children, young boys, big boys. You know what I mean? Like, and then how about the violence of the shooting, killing kids in the school? This is like evil off the chain. And yet and still, do we care? Do we care? Oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Yes, it is something you can do about it. Raise hell if nothing else. Talk about it. Speak about it. Pray about it. And then join forces. Join forces. When you find out these things, oh, well, let the law take its course. And then they are able to pay off the lawyers. They're able to pay off the prosecutors and the judges and the senators and the congressmen and all with your drug money that you, and then getting you hooked on drugs. Yes, drugs is also another thing where it's getting you entrapped and all this stuff. Do you really care about what's going on in your life? And then one other thing that came to play just recently. I mean, it's not a recent thing, but it has been happening. It seemed like quiet down. Remember, years ago, they used to send poison through the mail, Amtrak or whatever. They would lace the mail with this chemicals, and then you pick up the chemicals and you get hurt. Some kind of a thing come upon you. You know, it's like, what's wrong with me? Come to find out, you had mail, and that mail was laced with Amtrak or whatever that poison was, and they refining it. They developing it higher and higher potencies. You hear about people passing out, especially politicians or something, government agencies and that kind of stuff, right? Being overwhelmed with poison. But just recently, a lady saw a napkin in her car door, in her handle. She went to put on a handle, hands on the handle, but there was a napkin there. And so she just pulled it out and threw it away. But she didn't put her hand all into the napkin, just, gently pull it out and dumped it out, right? Put her hands on the doorknob to open the door. Within a half an hour, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, not even half an hour, she was at the emergency room. Just the poison through her skin, her system, her fingers, by opening the car door was enough to send her to the emergency room. She said first her fingers started tingling, and then her hand, but she didn't want to say anything to her husband who was driving the car at the time. And before you know it, her arms. Then she said something. Then she started freaking out. They took her to the emergency room. Come to find out, they said about 4 or 5 hours later, they found out that she had a poison. A poison. Now, had she had not been with her husband, or had she had picked up that napkin with her hand, it wouldn't. She wouldn't have lasted no 20 minutes. So the doctor's telling her that, well, maybe this is a strange poison, right? That she got to be careful about this human trafficking. People, don't you understand? This is not just about human trafficking. This is espionage 101. Think about it. Human trafficking, they are not going to kill you. They will probably knock you out, but there was no antidote for this poison. Had she had put her hand into the poison completely, she would have been dead in 20 minutes. Human trafficking knock you out. It's like maybe putting something in your drink or something like that. Either give you some kind of a spray to knock you out for an hour or so, right? But this mess is potent. So use your mind, use your brain to say that this is coming about in this day and time, this is age and time, whereas they are sacrificing human lives like it's no big thing nowadays. A human life being sacrificed is just like spraying for roaches or putting down traps for rats or mice. Human life has become that unvaluable to other people. So think about it. Think about it in that term. So be careful, be aware, be watchful of all things and everything. Watch as well as pray. Take nothing for granted. Expect the unexpected. Do not go into strange territory or strange action, anything out of the ordinary. Speak on it, act on it. Like when she told her husband that there was a napkin in the car door, and he said no, he didn't put it there. Right away. Don't drive home. Don't drive nowhere for your wife right away. When you see something, action, see something laying on the ground near you, and you can't recognize it. It's like a Kleenex or something. If you can step on it, don't step on it. Don't pick it up. If it's close to your car, on your car, take some wipes, wipe off your car door. Do something now. This is what we're trying to tell you. It's what you're trying to do. Watch out for those people who are preying on your children, preying on your life. Take nothing for granted. And yet, we've been stressed out. We've been aggravated, depression. I tell you, the anxiety's kicking up like left, right, and in between, but we still can't give up. You got to keep moving. Got to keep moving, motivating, keep moving, and then being aware. Let someone know about these things. Speak on them, and don't just sit around. Oh well, you know how it is. It's in God's hand, but God put it in your hand. So what are you gonna do with that card? Play your hand, play your hand, play your hand right. Okay, guys. With that in mind, thank you for being with us again today. We appreciate you being here, and don't take dumb chances. Don't get involved with strange places and strange things and strange people. Sorry. And if you do, get to know them. Get to know them. Get to know them. Ask the right question and get to know them. All right. So this is Michael Jones. People in Love, MD. Okay. YouTube. YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. All right. So catch me up on YouTube, Facebook, also on Twitter and Instagram. Instagram, People in Love and People in Love and Excel in Love. Okay? So with that in mind, thank you for being with us. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And share this out. Let somebody know. Don't forget to come to YouTube and then talk about these things that's happening. Talk about them. It many stories been told, but on one, but then you put it out there, then you look at the comments. Maybe 20 people comment. It should be thousands and thousands and thousands of people commenting on these things. Think about it. The dumb actions and the craziness that's going on in this world. Form of alliance, form a force of action. Yes. Take care, be blessed, and with that in mind, see you later. Bye now.